Kelsey and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a homeschool video. It is going to be talking about my favorite subject. If you are new to my channel, this is my first year homeschooling. We are homeschooling 2 kindergartners and then we have a 2.5-year-old. So we're doing some preschool things with him. But this is our first year. We are using master books right now for kindergarten, and with master books everything's kind of just thrown together, and then also there's math. But my favorite subject is nothing to do with master books. My favorite subject is actually, I want to say, like unit study. This video is about our favorite subject, and it's actually a collaboration with Rooted in Rest and the Waldock Way. Again, this month it is about our favorite subject. So I'm going to be sharing kind of what we've done for our unit study, because that is my favorite part. I love it because it lets me be creative and lets me add in extra stuff. And we most of the time do unit study day on Friday, and we do what we call Fun Friday. It hasn't always been going this good this month. If you watched my last video, you know we've had a really crazy month. So unit study day has kind of fell to the back burner, which makes me kind of sad because it is like my favorite subject to do. So I'm going to bring you along kind of as we do part of our day and kind of show you what we did. What we are studying about this month is pumpkins, and I'm actually probably going to add in leaves next week to move into Thanksgiving. But what we did today was we read 2 books. We did From Seed to Pumpkin, and this is our main kind of bulk lesson part for this week, because it talks about like the life cycle of the seeds and growing into the pumpkin. And then this was just a fun book for them because it's about pumpkins and they really liked this book. So these are the 2 books that we did. And then what I try to do for every unit study day is we try to have some kind of math item and a reading item like letters or reading a book, things like that to help, but it's all centered around the same subject. Something that I've found that has been very helpful with doing unit studies is, yes, we have Pinterest and we have all those things that you can find on the internet, but I do use some of that. But I've also been using a bundle of like different themes. Like I've got a fall bundle and a winter bundle from Grace and Grit. Ashley over at Grace and Grit, she has done like these little unit study packets, and I've purchased those both times. And I did purchase the fall one, and the fall one had pumpkin stuff. So a lot of our work that we accomplished today did come from Ashley from Grace and Grit. But for math, we started with math, and we normally do like a worksheet or 2 and then maybe like an activity. But for this one it was doing which number is biggest, and then like in pumpkins, and they actually did really good with this one today. This one is something I actually found on Pinterest. It is tracing numbers with our pumpkins, and each of the kids traced theirs, and they traced all the way to the number 12. We are trying to get really down pat to the number 20. So this one was actually Gideon's. He didn't actually draw them, but he colored pretty close on some of them, so I was pretty proud of him for that. He doesn't always participate in everything we do, but he did participate in that. And then we moved on from our math part about pumpkins, and we worked on some letter stuff. So we have this worksheet here, and it just talks about finding the appropriate letter sound and picking the item that is that sound. And they both did really good with this once they focused. They were having a hard time focusing on this. This one was boring to them. So that one we just kind of moved through rather quickly. The thing they love to do is cutting and painting. So cutting and gluing. So we did this one. This one was Gideon's. He was just gluing things on. It didn't matter for him.
He doesn't understand capitals or lowercases, but each of the older ones did. So they did the letters that were capitals and the letters that were lowercase inside of pumpkins. And then I started out the day reading this pumpkin book, and then I kind of closed the day reading this pumpkin book because this was our bigger bulk item. And so while I was reading it, I wanted to keep their hands busy, and each of them got a little pumpkin maze. And I love this one because he drew the different colors. He drew the stem that color, and then the pumpkin that. And mazes are something that especially Nico loves. So I try to do maze things. I've even, when we did Halloween, did maze things. So I got that. Each of the kids did their different maze, and then Gideon participated as well. He didn't quite, you know, stay in there, but he participated. So that was his that he did while I read. They all listened to the story, and then we went through and kind of did re-talking about it, and of course all that. And then we did the life cycle of a pumpkin. Gideon was done at this point, but I did print him out just like a coloring page that is the life cycle. And then the for kindergarten we did the cutting and gluing, cut and paste, and they had to put what order the life cycle went through. And if we kind of had problems, what we did was we just pulled back out the book and we kind of went back through and kind of talked through some things and kind of figured out the life cycle of a pumpkin. We kind of tried to fit in extra today because we haven't been able to do a whole lot of unit study items this month. I wanted to go ahead and get as much pumpkin things as we could today. Then we were going to watch some like pumpkin videos, because most of the time for unit study day, whatever we learned about and read about or we worked with, we will watch like maybe like some like an educational video or something with it. But today we just went outside and played. We didn't do an extra video, and I feel like the kids had a really fun time. We did do pumpkins last week, and so just like carving pumpkins, so re-talking through that. And so we have done some pumpkin things, but for today we did a lot more worksheets just to try to get through some extra learning for it, because we haven't been able to do very much. But that is my favorite subject to do. My favorite subject to do is unit study day, and this one wasn't a very creative one for me. Different unit studies I do different ways, but this one was a lot more simple and didn't have a whole lot of extra. We've done different things where we like go to actual, we did apples last month and we went to an apple orchard and did things with apples like that. But that's what my favorite subject is. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a thumbs up. We are probably going to be doing again leaves next week, and then moving into Thanksgiving, doing some Thanksgiving things, and then we are full-fledged unit studying all of December. So that's our goal anyway, is to unit study all of December and just have fun with Christmas. And I'm really looking forward to it. I think the kids are getting excited because we've started talking about Christmas and stuff, and I think we're going to decorate the week of Thanksgiving. So that is where we are at, and we are excited moving into December to have a lot more unit study time, because that's my favorite, as this video says. But if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and thanks for watching, and I will see you on my next one. Bye.